Actor Chuck Connors died of lung cancer today at a Los Angeles hospital. His career spanned television, film, and professional sports. He played both basketball and...
Chuck Connors, the beloved TV star, left behind a complex legacy. Despite his fame, his personal life was marked by multiple marriages and challenges. After his passing, Connors' tragic death and net worth sparked public interest. Join us as we uncover the story behind his life, family, and the mystery surrounding his legacy. The making of a legend. Chuck Connors was a well-known actor famous for his role as Lucas McCain in The Rifleman. His impact was not only in acting, but also in his successful sports career. Fans are curious about his early life, sports achievements in baseball and basketball, transition to Hollywood, and personal life. Connors was talented and hard-working. His story is about perseverance, talent, and success. When he passed away, his net worth was estimated to be $5 million. A testament to his long and prosperous career. Born Kevin Joseph Aloysius Connors on April 10, 1921 in Brooklyn, New York, Chuck Connors grew up in an Irish-American family that valued hard work and determination. He had a passion for sports from a young age, excelling in baseball and basketball. With his natural athletic abilities, he stood out among his peers and performed well in both sports. Attending Adelphi Academy in Brooklyn, he impressed not only with his sports skills but also with his academic achievements, setting the stage for his success in both sports and entertainment. Connors got a scholarship to play basketball and baseball at Seton Hall University in New Jersey. He showed off his abilities as a talented athlete who excelled in both sports. His height, strength, and skills made him a tough opponent on the court and the field. Even though he was doing well academically, Connors chose to leave college early to try his luck as a professional athlete, a decision that would impact his life down the line. During World War II, Connors took a break from his sports career to join the United States Army. He was based at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, and later at West Point. While in the Army, he used his sports knowledge to assist with the military's athletic programs, teaching soldiers about fitness and sports. His experience in the military strengthened his dedication to hard work and self-control, qualities that would help him in his later endeavors. But how did Connors rise to fame in the world of sports? Was it simply by his talents or something more? A two-sport trailblazer.
Is the star of one of the most popular Western series on television, The Rifleman. Born in Brooklyn, New York, Chuck played professional baseball with the Dodgers and the...
Chuck Connors was naturally well-suited for professional basketball because of his athletic ability and tall height. After serving in the military, he played for the Rochester Royals during their championship season in 1945 to 1946 in what is now known as the NBA. Even though he was still adjusting to the professional sports world, Connors played a key role in the team's success. During the 1946 to 1947 season, Connors joined the Boston Celtics in the new Basketball Association of America, which later joined with the National Basketball League to form the NBA. Connors, who was 6 feet 5 inches tall, played as a forward and center, using his size and skill to compete at a high level. Although he was only with the Celtics for a short time, he made history by being the first professional basketball player to break a backboard. This happened during a warm-up before the Celtics' first home game, not during an actual game like the backboard-shattering dunks we see today. The incident received a lot of attention and became a memorable moment in his sports career. Connors participated in 53 games for Boston, but his professional basketball career was brief even though he loved the sport. He decided to leave the team during the 1947-1948 season to pursue his longtime passion for baseball. Connors started his baseball journey well before becoming an NBA player. He had a short time with the Brooklyn Dodgers minor league team, the Newport Dodgers, in 1940 before joining the Army. Though his stint with the team was brief, playing only 4 games before being let go, he did not give up. After taking a break from baseball, he signed with the New York Yankees farm team, the Norfolk Tars, in 1942. He played 72 games with them, showing potential as a first baseman, but his baseball career was paused when he joined the Army in October 1942. After leaving the military in 1946, Connors did not waste any time in making a comeback in baseball. He joined the Newport News Dodgers in the Piedmont League and moved up the minor league ladder quickly. The following year, he joined the Mobile Bears in the Southern Association before eventually playing for the Montreal Royals, the AAA team for the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1948. He spent 3 seasons with Montreal, where he continued to improve his skills and show the same dedication that had made him successful in basketball. In 1949, Connors went to spring training with the Brooklyn Dodgers. Even though he wasn't originally chosen for the main team, his determination paid off when he was brought up for a game that season. This brief moment made him one of the few athletes to have played both professional basketball and Major League Baseball. He is still one of just 13 athletes to have accomplished this rare achievement, showing his amazing versatility. Connors kept playing baseball with Montreal until 1950. Then, in 1951, he got a big chance to play in Major League Baseball with the Chicago Cubs. He was a first baseman and sometimes a pinch hitter and played in 66 games that season. His best moments in baseball were with the Cubs, but by 1952, he was back in the minors with the Los Angeles Angels, who were the top farm team for the Cubs in the Pacific Coast League. While in Los Angeles, something unexpected happened that changed his life forever. Transition from sports to acting. Even though Chuck Connors had a successful career in sports, he knew he had opportunities beyond that. With his tall stature, strong presence, and charm, he stood out both in sports and in Hollywood. Playing baseball in LA was fortunate for him, as a casting director from MGM saw his potential as an actor. This unexpected meeting changed Connors' life and made him famous in households everywhere. He quickly got a part in the 1952 movie Pat and Mike, starring Tracy and Hepburn, where he portrayed a police captain. Even though it was a minor role, it allowed him to experience acting for the first time and showcased his strong on-screen demeanor. The next year, he acted with Burt Lancaster in the film South Sea Woman, 1953, playing a defiant Marine private. With his tough appearance and athletic physique, he was well suited for roles in action films. Also in 1953, he had a role in Trouble Along the Way, where he played an American football coach alongside John Wayne. As he started doing more acting jobs, Connors showed he was good at being the center of attention on screen. In 1955, he had a funny role in an episode of Adventures of Superman, playing a character named Sylvester J. Superman. This role was different from his usual tough guy characters, but it showed he could do different types of roles. He also appeared in an episode of Crossroads in 1956, playing a baseball player who got hurt in World War II. In 1957, Connors played Bern Sanderson in the popular Disney movie Old Yeller. He also appeared in The Hired Gun that year, showing his talent for different roles in Western films. These roles made him a rising star in Hollywood and set the stage for the defining role of his career. In 1958, Connors got the part of Lucas McCain in The Rifleman, a popular Western TV show. The Rifleman aired from 1958 to 1963, and Connors became well known for his role. The show centered around the close relationship between widowed rancher Lucas McCain and his son Mark. Unlike other Westerns at the time, The Rifleman had a strong focus on morals, teaching lessons about honesty, fairness, and being a good father. Connors competed with 40 other actors for the role. At first, he rejected the producer's first offer because it was lower than what he earned from freelance acting. But after watching him in Old Yeller, the producers recognized he was right for the role and gave him a better offer, even offering him a 5% ownership in the show. Audiences liked how Chuck Connors played the character Lucas McCain. He was tough and good at firing, but also caring and committed to teaching his son good values. This mix of qualities made the character easy to relate to and admire. The bond between Connors and Johnny Crawford, who played Mark, was also important for the show's popularity. Crawford, who was not well known at the time, was chosen over 40 other young actors for the role, and his chemistry with Connors became a key part of the series. The Rifleman was a success, coming in at number 4 in the Nielsen ratings during its first season. It was up there with other popular westerns like Gunsmoke, Wagon Train, and Have Gun Will Travel at the time. The show stayed popular for most of its 5 seasons, but ratings started to drop in the last season when it was on at the same time as The Lucy Show, starring Lucille Ball. After 168 episodes, The Rifleman was canceled in 1963, but it left a lasting impact and turned Connors into a TV legend. On the show, Connors used a special 45-40 Winchester Model 1892 rifle as his weapon, which became very famous in TV history. 2 rifles were used for filming, along with a Spanish-made version kept in a holster. A fan named Maurice Hunt made 2 rifles for Connors, with one being gifted to Arnold Palmer and displayed at the World Golf Hall of Fame. Even after The Rifleman concluded, Connors remained a popular actor. He kept acting in movies such as The Big Country with Gregory Peck and Charlton Heston, Move Over, Darling with Doris Day and James Garner, Soylent Green with Heston and Edward G. Robinson, and Airplane 2, the sequel. He also became a popular TV actor, appearing in many shows like Dear Phoebe, Tales of Wells Fargo, Hey Jeannie, The Loretta Young Show, Schlitz Playhouse, Four-Star Playhouse, Matinee Theater, Cavalcade of America, Gunsmoke, Wagon Train, She Wrote, The Virginian Night Gallery, and Here's Lucy with Lucille Ball. But was Chuck Connors' Hollywood career destiny, or a twist of fate driven by something more than ambition? Life beyond the Rifleman. Chuck Connors, famous for playing Lucas McCain on The Rifleman, had a successful career in TV and movies, showing he could play many different types of roles. Even though he was known for being a tough cowboy on The Rifleman, Connors did not want to only be known for that and looked for different roles to show off his acting skills. In 1962, Connors played the main character in a movie called Geronimo, which is about the Apache leader fighting against the U.S. military. The next year, he had a smaller role in the family movie Flipper, which is about a boy and a dolphin. Way back in 1957, Connors had a memorable part in Old Yeller, a beloved Disney movie that people still love today. Even though he had success in movies, Connors found even more success on TV. He took on starring roles in several TV shows, showing he was more than just known for The Rifleman. In Branded, 1965, Connors played a man who was falsely accused of being a coward, and viewers connected with his character's fight to prove his innocence. In Cowboy in Africa, 1967, he portrayed a tough rancher in Kenya, highlighting his strong cowboy persona in a new setting. Connors also guest starred in popular series like The Big Valley, Gunsmoke, and Fantasy Island, where his tough and authoritative demeanor made him a regular presence on television. In 1963, Connors showed his skill for making people laugh in the romantic comedy Move Over, Darling, where he acted with James Garner and Doris Day. He was able to do well in both funny and action roles, showing he could handle different types of acting. Instead of getting stuck in one type of character, Connors chose to take on difficult roles like playing a slave owner in the 1977 miniseries Roots. His powerful acting in this role got him nominated for an Emmy, proving he could play a variety of characters. Connors did not just act, he also tried hosting. He hosted a TV show called Thrill Seekers in 1973 and 1974. The show featured risky stunts. He also hosted episodes of family theater on the radio, where he promoted strong family values with his deep, powerful voice. His commitment to faith and family made him well-suited for these roles. During the 1980s, Connors kept getting important acting jobs. He presented a show called Chuck Connors' Great Western Theater in 1980, where he showcased classic Western episodes and stayed connected to the genre. In 1983, he acted in a modern Western drama called The Yellow Rose, and later on, he appeared in shows like Spencer, For Hire, 1985, and Werewolf, 1987. Connors ended his career by appearing in Paradise, 1988, and Once Upon a Texas Train, 1988, before being honored in the Western Performers Hall of Fame in 1991. His varied career and skill in playing different types of characters made him a memorable figure in both movies and TV. Despite his success in sports and Hollywood, Connors' personal life was far from smooth. Marriage and family. Chuck Connors was famous for his strong on-screen presence, but behind the scenes, his life revolved around his family, love, and personal challenges. Despite being a big figure in Hollywood, he was a dedicated father, proud of his background, and had both happy and difficult times in his marriages and relationships. Connors was married 3 times during his life, and each marriage had a significant impact on his life story. His first wife was Elizabeth Riddell, whom he married in 1948. They were together for more than 10 years and had 4 children: Michael, Jeffrey, Stephen, and Kevin Jr. Despite his busy career in sports and acting, Connors made sure to be an involved and caring father to his kids. After getting divorced from Elizabeth in 1961, Connors fell in love with actress Kamala Devi. They fell in love while working together on the movie Geronimo in 1962. They got married in 1963 and became a famous couple in Hollywood for about 10 years. They were both interested in acting and adventure, but unfortunately their marriage ended in 1972. Connors got married to Faith Quabius in 1977, which was his 3rd marriage. However, this marriage did not last long and they divorced in 1979. Despite experiencing the pain of failed marriages, Connors still believed in love and stayed close to his children and friends. Connors was a loving and dedicated father. He made sure to prioritize spending time with his children despite his busy job. He took them on family outings, enjoyed sports with them, and taught them important life lessons like being disciplined, hardworking, and kind. Despite being frequently away from home due to his career, he made sure to be actively involved in his children's lives. He would communicate with them through letters and phone calls from various places and always reminded them that they were his main concern. He enjoyed seeing his children's development and regularly showed his affection for them in public. Connors took a lot of pride in his Irish heritage. He was raised in Brooklyn, New York by parents who had immigrated from Ireland. Growing up, he learned the importance of working hard, being resilient, and staying loyal. He enjoyed talking about his childhood, his parents' challenges, and how his cultural background influenced him. He always stayed connected to his Irish roots by regularly participating in cultural events. His Irish background greatly influenced his love for storytelling, charm, and strong work ethic, values he always kept with him in his personal and professional life. In addition to achieving many successes, Connors also experienced personal hardships. He went through 3 divorces, each one taking a toll on him emotionally. His high profile and busy career made it hard to maintain relationships, leading to stress on his marriages. Sometimes he found it difficult to juggle being well-known and being happy in his personal life. The entertainment industry is very competitive, and even though he enjoyed his job, it required him to give up certain things. Despite facing many difficulties, Connors stayed strong. He did not allow his problems to bring him down. Instead, he kept pushing forward with a positive attitude and a strong sense of purpose. Political involvement, diplomacy, and philanthropy. Connors supported the Republican Party and went to many fundraisers for Richard M. Nixon's campaigns. He also supported Barry Goldwater in the 1964 presidential election and Gerald Ford in the 1976 election. Connors campaigned for his friend Ronald Reagan and showed support for the Vietnam War in 1967 by marching. Leonid Brezhnev, who was the leader of the Soviet Union, met Connors when he arrived in Air Force One at El Toro Marine Corps Air Station with President Richard Nixon in June 1973. Brezhnev saw Connors in the group waiting on the tarmac to welcome him and the president. Brezhnev greeted Connors by shaking his hand, then wrapping his arms around him and jumping into Connors' arms to be lifted up by the large American actor. The crowd found this amusing and cheered. Later, at a party hosted by Nixon at the Western White House in San Clemente, California, Connors gave Brezhnev a pair of Colt single-action Army revolvers that Brezhnev liked. Not many American TV shows were shown in the Soviet Union back then. One exception was The Rifleman, which was favored by Brezhnev. Connors and Brezhnev had a good relationship, so Connors visited Moscow in December 1973. When Brezhnev died in 1982, Connors wanted to attend his funeral in the Soviet Union, but the U.S. government wouldn't let him join the official delegation. Connors was a lefty. On July 18, 1984, Connors received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, located at 6838 Hollywood Boulevard. More than 200 friends, family members, and actor Johnny Crawford were present at the ceremony. Connors organized the yearly Chuck Connors Charitable Invitational Golf Tournament at the Canyon Country Club in Palm Springs, California. The event was held to support the Angel View Crippled Children's Foundation, with over $400,000 being raised from the proceeds. Even after overcoming several challenges in his life, Connors faced health battles that ultimately claimed his life. Chuck Connors' final years.
Actor Chuck Connors died of lung cancer today at a Los Angeles hospital. His career spanned television, film, and professional sports. He played both basketball and baseball.
Chuck Connors was a popular actor who was most famous for playing Lucas McCain in The Rifleman. He was well known for his strong presence and rugged appeal, which made him very popular. However, as he got older, he faced difficulties that many actors from his time experienced. In his later years, his career slowed down. He had health problems that got worse over time, and when he passed away, fans mourned the loss of a true television legend. After The Rifleman ended in 1963, Connors kept acting but never reached the same level of fame. He took on roles in TV shows like Branded, Cowboy in Africa, and Roots, and appeared in movies like Soylent Green and Airplane 2, the sequel. However, by the late 1970s and 1980s, Westerns were not as popular on TV. Many actors from the golden age of Westerns had trouble finding jobs, and Connors was no different. In his later years, he mostly did guest appearances, supporting roles, and personal appearances at Western conventions, with occasional film and TV roles. Although he stayed active in the entertainment industry, his career peak was in the past. He continued to have a strong bond with his fans and embraced his legacy. Connors' health began to worsen in the late 1980s. He had been smoking for a long time, and this caused him to develop lung disease, which got worse as time went on. Eventually, he was told he had lung cancer, making his condition even more serious. However, he still made public appearances and tried to stay active despite his illness. In 1992, he became very sick. He was taken to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles for treatment of lung cancer and pneumonia. He died on November 10, 1992, at 71 years old. Many fans who watched him on TV while growing up felt like an era had ended with his death. His death made fans and people in the entertainment world sad. Many who appreciated his work paid respects to his impact on TV and movies. Although he was not very involved in Hollywood recently, his legacy continued to be influential. Today, Chuck Connors is known as a famous Western star on TV. People still appreciate his work, and his show, The Rifleman, is still shown on TV for new fans to enjoy. Despite facing difficulties later in life, Chuck Connors left a lasting impact on TV history and is remembered as a Hollywood legend. Through all his struggles, what lasting legacy did Connors leave? Were his challenges the defining part of his story? A lasting legacy and influence. Chuck Connors is remembered for his impact in sports and entertainment, which still influence and engage people today. His portrayal of Lucas McCain in The Rifleman has cemented his place as a beloved Hollywood figure. Connors' influence extends beyond acting, with his groundbreaking work in both sports and entertainment, leaving a lasting impact on American culture. Connors received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for his innovative contributions to television. His role as Lucas McCain in The Rifleman is still recognized as one of the most important in his career. The show was a hit from 1958 to 1963, and Connors' portrayal of a strong moral father figure connected with viewers nationwide. His star on the Walk of Fame acknowledges his impact on television, not just from The Rifleman, but also from his other TV roles that came after. Connors wasn't just famous for his TV roles, he also made a mark in Western television, which was super popular at the time. His tough guy charm and strong presence shaped the Western genre and made him a big star back then. The Rifleman, the show he was in, still grabs the attention of new fans today through repeats, keeping his memory alive for a whole new audience. The show's lasting appeal shows how great Connors' work was and how much his fans still love him. Connors is remembered not only for his work as an actor, but also for his groundbreaking achievements in sports. He was a professional basketball and baseball player for teams like the Boston Celtics and the Chicago Cubs before venturing into Hollywood. Connors made a rare transition from sports to entertainment, breaking down barriers for other athletes who wanted to pursue acting. His incredible journey paved the way for future athletes who sought a career in the entertainment industry. Connors has had a big influence as an athlete and actor, setting new trends in many aspects. His success in TV and sports still motivates people in those areas. He proved that with perseverance and effort, one can transition from pro sports to Hollywood fame, shattering barriers in both fields. His journey is a testament to the fact that being versatile and committed can bring success in various fields. Chuck Connors is remembered for his iconic acting in The Rifleman and his impact on sports and entertainment. He inspired many athletes with his achievements and is well remembered for successfully transitioning from sports to Hollywood, leaving a lasting impression on both industries. After years of success, what did Connors leave behind? Considering his complex family life, who do you think inherited his wealth, net worth, and what he left behind? Chuck Connors achieved a lot in his life, both in entertainment and sports. He was well known for his role as Lucas McCain in The Rifleman, which helped him earn a good amount of money. He worked hard and accumulated a lot of wealth and properties over the years, leaving behind a comfortable financial legacy. Connors made a lot of money from his role in The Rifleman, which helped him become financially successful. He was the main star of the show and earned a steady salary for 5 years. While the exact amount he earned from The Rifleman is unknown, it's clear that TV stars in the late 1950s and early 1960s made a lot of money. His fame from the show also led to other acting opportunities in TV and movies, which increased his income. He appeared in other popular shows like Branded and movies like Soylent Green, making him even wealthier. Connors was known as a talented actor, allowing him to take on a variety of roles and continue earning money after The Rifleman ended. In addition to acting, Connors was also involved in real estate. It is believed that he owned various properties during his lifetime. While specific information about all of his homes is not widely known, it is confirmed that Connors resided in Los Angeles and spent a large amount of time there. He appreciated the peaceful lifestyle that the city offered, and his properties displayed his achievements. Connors also had a passion for cars, and there were rumors that he had a range of vehicles. The money he earned from acting, along with his investments in real estate and cars, allowed him and his family to live comfortably. When Chuck Connors passed away in 1992, his estimated net worth was about $5 million. This amount might not be as high as other Hollywood actors, but it was still a significant sum back then. Most of his money came from his successful acting career in TV and movies, as well as his investments in real estate. With his consistent income from acting and the value of his properties, Connors was able to live a fairly comfortable life until his health started to deteriorate. After Connors passed away, his family received his estate and belongings. His children outlived him, and like many famous people, his loved ones handled the division of his wealth. While the exact details of how his estate was divided are not widely known, it is understood that his assets went to his children, especially his sons. His legacy lives on through them, both in terms of money and personal impact. Chuck Connors may have died, but the money he made from his work on The Rifleman and other projects allowed his family to live comfortably. His legacy is not only about how much money he had, but also about the influence he had on the entertainment industry and the memories he created for his fans. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and also click the next video shown on your screen.